Welcome back to my favorite video of the month, the video where I actually show what I invested into last month. Then we'll go through an entirely new list of cards and products that I'm trying to invest into this month. That way we are all actually investing and collecting together. I'm never going to tell you to buy something that I wouldn't actually buy myself. And we are going to do a little giveaway today. All you have to do is make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, you got to leave a like, and I want you to comment your favorite fighting Pokemon. And I'll show you the cards that I'm giving away in a second. We do have to announce the winner from last Sunday's giveaway, and that is at Dan Beasley 8465. Shoot me an email or hit me up on Instagram. I'll get those cards sent out to you. And we do have to give a big thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is BCW. These guys are goats, and they've been in the hobby forever, and they got stuff for everybody. Comic book stuff, cards, gaming memorabilia, coins and currency, music, photos. Actually reminds me I need another comic book storage bin. I just filled up my other one. Got to add that to the cart. But yeah, when it comes to cards, they got everything you need. They got really nice binders. Anything when it comes to storage or like organization, they got you covered. It's great if you're vending or if you just got a ton of cards. So definitely check them out. And then too, if you use PokeBeard at checkout, you receive 10% off your entire order. I'll have all the links in the description. But all right, let's check out those giveaway cards and let's see what I picked up last month. I kind of went a little crazy, to be honest. All right, let's start off with the giveaway cards. We're going to be doing two different giveaways, one for a subscriber, one for a member. Each person gets a Cricketune. Each person gets a Toxtricity. Each person gets an Arceus V-Star. And then one person gets a White Flare Archon, and then the other person gets a Black Bolt Drillbur. So the first person to hit me up, they can choose which one they want. And I really didn't get a ton of cards this month because I kind of went crazy with other things. But I did get a Leafeon Chinese Art Rare, Pikachu Cosmic Eclipse. I have a few of these now. And I got a pretty nice Arceus V-Star from Crown Zenith. It's a tiny bit off-center, but otherwise it's super, super minty. I also found a couple sleeve boosters at Target. So I got 2 Mega Evolution sleeve boosters and 2 Journey Together sleeve boosters. And then I got my Gardevoir, Pokemon Center ETB. I have another one. Same with the Lucario, but they're actually my wife's vehicle. So this was the one that had the big dent in it. I mean, that's a pretty big one to where it made a little hole. So that kind of sucks because this is my favorite one because I love the Alakazam promo. I hope that thing's cheap because I want to get a bunch of those Alakazams. But the Lucario one is pretty nice. So at least one of them came nice. Not too shabby. And I also got the booster box. This also came pretty clean, so very happy about that. Sucks when you get something like that from the Pokemon Center. It just comes destroyed. So yeah, I got 2 of the Lucario Mega Evolution PC ETBs and the Gardevoir ones, and then 2 booster boxes. And then I also got a sealed booster box case of the Mega Evolution. Very excited about that. Got that right here so you guys can see. So I did a deal with somebody that owns a store to where I get these basically for cost now for every new set. And I just help them out with like tech stuff. So I'll take that all day long. And then everything else that I got is pretty big. So just bear with me. I'm just going to back up and show you guys. So I got some Crown Zenith, Galarian Burtons. Got a sealed case, another one of these. Did kind of like a partial trade thing. A little over 200 bucks. And then I got another sealed case of the Victini Illustration Rare Collections. Got them for MSRP. Love that box. And no joke, like a week after I got it, it went crazy. So as you can see, sealed case for that. And now this thing is massive. So give me one sec. I got a giant Rayquaza, and it is huge. It's even bigger than that. It's still on the floor. So super excited about that. I'm going to bring it with me to card shows and stuff. People just love to see that stuff. And the last thing, someone actually sent this to me, and I've known about it for the last couple weeks, and I'm on a strict diet. I think I'm down 25 pounds. So I've been skipping every single cheat meal, waiting for this box. And Mrs. Beard is extremely excited. They are from Colorado, I think Grand Junction, Colorado. Their business is called Something Sweet. But they sent me a bunch of goodies. I mean, just look at that cookie. And wait till you check this out. We got a PokeBeard cookie, got a little smush in the box. There's a lot of stuff in here. We even got like Mew. What else do we got? Bulbasaur. This is so cool. Charmander. So a ton of good stuff here. What do we got here? Ooh, Blueberry. And this isn't an ad or anything. They were just nice enough to send it. Bunch of stickers and stuff. But I mean, how often do you get to try a cookie with your face on it? So I say we take a bite of that on camera. Do a little tiny mukbang. So let's see how it is. Very good. Totally worth the wait. But yeah, if you want to check them out, they're at the Mesa Mall at the Cafe Court. So yeah, thank you again. That was super, super nice. Mrs. Beard is going to go ham. But all right, let's check out the new list of cards and boxes that I'm trying to pick up this month. And I am going to Card Party, so I usually try to pick up something kind of big when I go there. So I'm not sure exactly what I can get this month. It really depends on how much I spend at Card Party. But these cards, this is from the X and Y era. They came out in 3 sets. And these are the first ever like illustration rares or art rares or alternate arts, whatever you want to call them. And I am in love with these. They are going up in price a little bit, but still so cheap. Raw $4.50, $4.99, $5.27, PSA 9 at $35. Now in a PSA 10, that is a different story because these are actually pretty tough to grade. So if you see these in really mint condition, I strongly suggest picking these up. But at $3, $4 for a near mint card, I'm going to grab as many of these as I can. And there's a ton of these. Very popular Pokemon too. We got the Nidoqueen here. They do come in reverse holo also. Last all for this one, 10, 8, 7, 3, 4. And then we got the Dragonite. I just went over this in my last Dragonite Throwback Thursday. Last all for this, 5, 19, 11, 10, 14. And the only other Dragonite card that even looks like this, like a full art illustration rare, would be the Dragonite V alternate art, which is like $500. They even got an Articuno. This is a reverse holo from XY Roaring Skies. Beautiful card, $5, $6. Next, the Altaria from Roaring Skies, $2, $3. Next, we got the Banette from Roaring Skies, $3, $4, $11 for a PSA 9. The Entei even. Last one for this, $5, $9, $11, $6.50. PSA 9 at $62. Do we got a 10 in here at all? The 10s are tough. It says 221, but you never know on Pokédata. Next, we got the Metagross. This card is sick. That might be one of my favorites for sure. Last sold 6, 3, 9, 8. So there's a ton of these, you know, with really popular Pokemon, and there's also a ton of them, you know, with not so popular Pokemon, but still beautiful arts. And there is one that is pretty expensive, and that is the Gyarados, because look at that art. I mean, that thing is crazy. It's from XY Ancient Origins. Last sold raw 30, 40, 5, 59, 12, 40, 70, 67, 45. So this card has already jumped up a good amount. It even says PSA 10 sold for $799 for the pop of 127. But yeah, if you check the sets, it's literally just Primal Clash, Roaring Skies, and XY Ancient Origins. Roaring Skies and Ancient Origins definitely have the better lot of Pokemon. Primal Clash, not the best. And then we got a couple special illustration rares that I'm going to try to pick up if I find them clean. We got the Salamence EX at $80. I feel like that is just so underrated right now. And same with the Milotic EX at about $100. Especially with the market being like this, I feel like these are very solid pickups. And then when I'm at Card Party, I'm going to be looking for some of the Topps first appearance cards. These are very, very cool. The Lugia is the top dog. PSA 1 sold for $1,000. Slowking for $300. A PSA 9 Slowking for $820. You rarely see those. That's a pop of 5. These are very, very hard cards to grade, but like no joke, this is like the first appearance of Lugia ever on a card. So very cool. We got the Ladybot here for $200 in a CGC 6. We got an Elekid at $238, and we got a raw Lugia at $3,738. That must be very, very clean. So yeah, if you guys ever see these and they're really, really nice, definitely grab them for sure. Some people might think they're, you know, fake cards or something. You never know. The Hoot Hoot sold for $150 for model he played. But Ladybot's probably the cheapest, $202. Doesn't look too bad. All right, next, still going to pick up any clean Pokemon Center ETB that I see. I mean, I just got my new Mega Evolution ones in, and the Gardevoir one just has the biggest dent in it. To like where it was made a hole in it even. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, every time I look, I can always find a couple things wrong with these ETBs when I see them in person. So I'm going to keep my eye out, and if it's clean, I'm just going to buy it. Next, Sword and Shield ETBs. Same thing. If I find them clean, I'll grab them, especially when I'm vending. But a lot of people just pull them right out of their backpack with no, packaging or protecting. If you guys are putting your loose, sealed products in your backpack, odds are it's getting dented or, torn or whatever it is. And then we got Phantasmal Flames. If you guys did not know, I am now starting to get a sealed booster box case of every single Mega set coming out. I worked out a deal where I'm going to help them out with their stuff, and then they're going to help me out and, get me a booster box case at cost. And then I'm still going to try to get my 4 loose booster boxes of every set because I love to have those. And even if I get a sealed booster box case, I'm never going to want to open it. And then this is a little bit more just for my personal collection. So I have all of my original vintage starter decks, like the ones that I actually opened as a kid. But, none of them are really sealed. I have a couple that are sealed that I've gotten throughout the years. But I'm going to go back and get all of these in really, really minty condition. I want to get every single vintage theme deck. There's a bunch of them, and they range in price. A lot of them are, $200-$300. But then like the Fossil one right here, Magmar, the Lockdown one at $135. We got Coughing here, Fossil for $105. A Team Rocket one at $170. So if you guys do want to get some vintage sealed stuff, I know these are just theme decks. And, they just come with the one guaranteed holo card. But they're super cool for display. And it's just awesome to have something from 1999 just sealed, and they're pretty minty for the prices. You can actually get a little sealed case where it has 4 of the theme decks in that case, like we got here for the Lapras one that sold for $1,169. But I have quite a few of the Neo ones now that are really minty sealed. And now I got to go back and get the rest of them. So I probably got maybe like 12 more to go. And I just feel a little bit better spending $100 or $200 on something this old and stuff that I used to open up as a kid compared to, $100, $200 on a brand new ETB that just came out, or, $300, $400, $500 on a brand new booster box. So I just like to grab these. But all right, that was everything that I'm trying to pick up this month. Let me know down below what you guys are trying to pick up. And then if you guys like this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. If you guys want to support more, you guys can check out my Instagram, my TikTok, or my YouTube membership. It's only 99 cents a month. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you guys want to watch my last Pokemon Falling Friday, where we go through a ton of the new Mega Evolution cards, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.